I, for the longest time, was a knife guy who said I could not say that I owned a Benchmade, which is sad because every knife guy owns at least one Benchmade. Even my cousin, who goes to college and can't really own any bigger knives. He can't own it. He can't own any knives under over 3 inches. I think it has to be just right under 3 inches. Whatever. Even he owns a Benchmade as his primary knife. He owns one knife, and it's a Benchmade. So I have a whole collection of them. I've got a box, laying around here somewhere with a bunch, just filled to the brim with knives. And for the longest time, I did not have a Benchmade. Got a banging price on this. Let me tell you something. I got this thing, $82. The guy at the counter gave me like a 5% discount, but that's 5%. You already know that the price in the store was great on this knife. MSRP is like 120, 130 bucks. I've seen them on eBay for even higher, like 150, something like that. But everything on eBay is a little inflated, if you ask me. So the way I prefer to carry this, I loosen the star key a little bit. Looser than probably most guys prefer it, but I kind of like having the option of just being able to disengage the axis lock and just kind of flicking my wrist a little bit, and there you go, you have your knife. Clearly there's a little bit of inconsistency involved with that, but I like it nonetheless. Plus the action when you open it, it's just crazy smooth, butter smooth. Again, user error. Love it. Reversible clip, but it's only tip-up carry, which doesn't matter to a lot of you, I know, because a lot of you like tip-up carry. But this has got kind of like this is the sheep's foot, and it's the blade shape is, including the hole, it's a little bit familiar, isn't it? It definitely looks like a Spyderco knife, and I even heard somewhere from a very obscure reference, but I heard somewhere that Benchmade actually ended up having to pay the rights to Spyderco to use their Spidey hole at the back of the blade, which I don't know. I get it, it's the trademark of Spyderco and all. I don't think I've ever seen a Spyderco knife without it. But I don't know. That just seems a little. It's a hole, okay? It's not like nobody else does holes. It's just because this one's circular, you have to pay the right. I'm not gonna get into that right now. I don't really see why you do that, but whatever, Spyderco, you do you. This is like the super baseline model, like this is 154 cm. Fantastic heat treat, by the way. I'll get into that in a second. And I got the glass injected nylon, obviously in the black. But I got the construction. With that I got the construction and the quality assurance and all that comes with a Benchmade knife. And I gotta say, it hasn't disappointed me yet, and I don't think it will. I was already pretty optimistic going in, and it lived up to my expectations. I used this outside for all of a day, and I got a very, you can't even see it on camera, minuscule nick on the blade. That's it. And I used this like an outdoor knife. I'm talking, I was chopping, I was cutting, I was doing everything that you can do to an outdoor. Like I was treating this thing. Where is it? I guess I don't have it over here. I thought I did. I was treating this thing like a Morin knife or something like that. Something that you can use, abuse, and it'll take it, and then you can throw it away if it breaks. And I got like a tiny little nick in it, and it got a little dirty. But through the power of Windex, that's actually off-brand Windex, isn't it? But through the power of Glass Cleaner, what did that say? Glass Plus. Through the power of Glass Plus, I cleaned the blade back to its factory finish. It really took me. I disassembled it because I'm that guy that takes apart his knives to clean them. Don't judge me, all right? It gets a deeper clean. I like it. Lubricated the blade a little bit. And if you've seen my open nail video, I'll list that in the description. it's I shared a tip with you about the chapstick, and the same applies for lubricating the pivot on your knife. You know, it just works. I haven't found any issues with it lately, and it gets your knives smelling super sweet, which isn't the manliest thing to say. Whatever. I own a bunch of knives. I make knives. Get off my back. I can say something like that every once in a while and get away with it. But yeah, great knife. Only Benchmade that I own. Hopefully that isn't that way for very long. I'm actually considering getting a... Excuse me. I'm actually considering getting a full-size Griptillian because I am a big knife fan. That's a 4-inch blade if I'm not mistaken. It's a big boy. Alright, I like bigger knives. I like smaller knives too because you can EDC them. Nice and easy. No problem. Integrate it into just about any setup you've got. And, lightweight. Great knives. But, just about anything that's, any steel that has, two bevels on it. Or even one bevel in some cases. I tend to like it. If it's the steel and it cuts, I tend to like it. It doesn't really matter how big it is to me. Anyway, that's it. I think I'm gonna do an EDC video. I see a lot of guys doing that. I think I'm gonna have to mull it over a little bit. I say that, and then I'll probably record it right after this, if at all. But I think I might. I don't really have a huge following yet, especially since, as of right now, I haven't uploaded any videos to my channel yet. This won't be the first one, but I haven't uploaded any. So that may be a thing that I wait, a little while to do. But whatever. We'll see. With that, I hope you enjoyed this review. I do recommend picking up. What is that? I do recommend picking up one of these. It's a great knife. EDC, light-ish outdoor use. Wouldn't use it too heavy. Get a Hunt Series knife if you want to do that. But that's about it. That's about all I got to say about the Benchmade Mini Griptillian. No, it's not. I'm gonna do a disassembly video of this later. I like to do disassembly videos. I feel like there's not enough people online that really know how to take apart knives and put them back together. I am one of those people, but I'll figure it out. So I'm going to be doing I've taken this apart a couple of times to do it, to clean it and such. So I'll show you how to do that. Pretty simple. You can probably figure it out, but if you can't, there you go. It'll be there. Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next time. Peace.